that are just fucking hell, okay? Because there's like a small number of students who contribute to half of the problems in the classroom. It's usually like a Pareto distribution. Like most of the students are fine. Most of them are normal. And then you've got one or two kids who are like the entire headache for the whole day, right? So that like will drain all of your energy, or at least almost all of your energy, for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Maybe you're lucky because like they got sick that day and you're like, oh my God, thank God I could actually just teach and then fuck off, right? But usually you don't get that, right? Like usually for some reason they're always attending class even though they want to be there, right? Like so they're like, oh my God, like, and they like take up all of your energy and you're just like stuck with that, right? It's like, oh my God. This is not just for teachers, by the way, right? Like this might be for like people who like go to work or like they go to like go to school and stuff, right? Like go to university. There's usually like some kind of thing that we don't like that drains our it drains our stamina for the day. Even if the work is good, it's like, oh, there's that one coworker who sucks that drains all of my energy, or there's that one really long commute that makes me feel existential crisis because I'm wasting time, right? I'm wasting my entire life. And so this like will leave you with the Saturdays and the Sundays to just kind of relax. It's like, oh, hey, you know what? Like I get to go get drinks with my friends. I get to maybe, go with my partner to a museum. And then, depending on how you're feeling that day, maybe it's like, oh, I don't really actually feel like going to a museum, right? Like, but, these are things that like you could take a little bit of time to decompress, but that's about it. Like, I wouldn't really say that Saturdays and Sundays are really long periods of time to actually reflect. But the winter and spring breaks, these are, because these are multiple weeks. There's multiple weeks just to like sit there doing nothing, just to really like, well, I guess not really actually doing nothing, but like you get to have time to like really meditate on your life as a whole. You get to be metaphysical for a little bit and be like, hey, what do I want out of my life? What do I want to really do to actually feel fulfilled? Like, do I actually feel happy with a 9 to 5? Do I feel like I need to escape that? Blah, 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 right? Like, should I try out this new project? And then hopefully that like passion project is going to get me out of this 9 to 5. So I get to retire as a teacher and maybe work on something that I actually feel more passionate about, so on and so forth, right? Or if you're a student, you might think like, oh, what am I going to be doing with my time in a career that I'm actually going to be happy with? Am I actually happy with my major? Do I want to be pursuing something else? Or maybe the same thing, you're thinking the same thing that the teachers are, right? Which is like, oh, like maybe I want to escape from 9 to 5. But that level of reflection is not as significant as what you get here, right? This is many months of reflection. Holy, right? You've got, bam, one whole month, bam, one whole month, bam, half of a month, or even like an extra month, right? Like, so like this is a very major asset. And I would say that this is one of the biggest assets that are wasted, especially when people get into the workforce, because it usually works like this. So I'm gonna show you guys how that looks. Usually oh shit, hold on. Bring this over here. Okay, great. Usually what happens is there will be like, it's usually a timeline like this, right? It's like you start off with high school, and then you have college, and then maybe you do like a part-time looking for job, right? And then you got like a full-time job. Okay, so there's like 4 points. And after the full-time job, there's this kind of like black hole where...
What's up, guys? My name is Bree Hall, and we're gonna do a Get Ready With Me for game days. I love to wear jewelry, and this is one of my favorite everyday necklaces, but on game days, this is my favorite necklace to wear specifically. It's so cute.
No, I'm on my way there now. Let me get this out tomorrow. Just send me all the details. Got a lot on my mind.
Cyclist approaching.
This black hole will like take up all the time that you have to actually self-reflect. And then there's like this event horizon. So to summarize, and I'll actually give me a sec. I'm gonna try to make this smaller so it's like a little easier to read, right? So there we go, right? So to summarize, in high school, you would have like a lot of time to self-reflect. You have a lot of time. You could just like think about, oh, what do I want to do for my future career? What should I be doing like when I'm in my 20s or 30s? Like how much traveling do I want to do, right? Like what do I want to do to live a fulfilling life? And then in college, it's like that time kind of dissipates because it's like, oh shit, you got to get research experience, you got to get internships, you got to shadow a doctor, blah blah blah, all that kind of good shit. And then when you're like doing your part-time job and you've kind of graduated college, the pressure is on. There's even more pressure to like get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, right? Because like you're like trying to get into a career, but then once you actually like enter this and you get a good career, there's almost like, at least from what I've seen, right? This is my observation. There's no time anymore to really self-reflect on what you want to do with your life. You've passed the event horizon of self-reflectiveness. You can't really figure out what you want on a metaphysical level, like to do with your life. Like, what do I really want? It just kind of disappears. It's like, oh, okay, I'm now gonna work my 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. It's like, and I seem to notice this with like teachers as well, is like, you'll work in your first year and it feels like pretty good. And then you work your second year, you work your third year, you work your fourth year, and you're just like kind of stuck in that, Sisyphean like routine over and over and over again. Right. It's like that really fucking sucks. But, and this is why I say like this is up to interpretation, is like, it might be the case that for you, working a 9 to 5 is actually more like useful for you, right? Because you need the structure, or like maybe you actually don't do well with like being self-employed, right? Like you actually need other people to help you out, right? Like, so like it kind of depends. But at least when I was working to figure out like what I wanted to do during the summers, I was like doing my own reflection, and I was like, okay, like for me, I need to avoid a 9 to 5 because I noticed that when I was working my part-time job at a prep center, my energy was like just fucking gone. I was like, holy shit, like I don't know what it is, but like I just couldn't handle it, right? And then like, I was also thinking like, how am I going to be able to monetize my English major? So I was essentially thinking to myself, is it possible that I could be self-employed as a digital freelancer with like my own schedule? Like I could bring my work wherever I go and blah, 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 right? Like, and it was like unrealistic, technically speaking, because it's like a low chance of success that I can make it as a person doing that. But it's not as unrealistic as people think, because like, I'm not even going to get into that, but like, that's probably video for another time. But like, at least like in the time being, when I had the time to self-reflect while I was in college, I was thinking like, hey, you know what? Is it worth it to give this a try? Because the upside might be that I'll live a much more fulfilling life. And I said, yes, because I don't want to pass this and then get sucked in to all of this, where it's like, okay, this is like a black hole. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the rest of my life, right? Like I knew that that was going to happen. So I didn't want to do that. So that's why like I essentially tried to do everything I can to be like self-employed and whatnot, right? So yeah, but like I would even say like this is like a really big distinction, is you don't need to do what I did. Like if you were asking like, hey, bagpipe, what would you do in the summer, right? It's like I would have done that. I would have essentially did the self-reflection and then realized like, hey, you know what? I need to be self-employed because that's a thing that personally for me makes the most sense for my life. But I'm not even asking, or not asking, I'm not even saying that you have to be like a self-employed person. I'm more of saying like, hey, you should take the time to reflect on what you want out of your life, because you have time here, you have time here, you have time here. It just decreases over time, right? It just decreases. And then the point at which you become full-time, it's like there's very little time, right? Of course, I'm being hyperbolic with the black hole analogy, right? But it does seem to parallel what I see IRL as, like people doing the same thing over and over, and they feel like, wow, I actually feel like I wasted a lot of my life, right? So yeah, but you definitely want to have the time, at least while you're still having that summer, to at least self-reflect. It's easier if you're a student, because I feel like what happens is when you're a teacher, and you can go back into this post, right? Like when you're a teacher, this is way harder, at least like from what I've seen, especially with my colleagues. It's like when I was doing like my internship, like to try to become a teacher, I had to do like these office hours, right? It's not office hours. Like I had to do these volunteer, and then I could be like I could get credentialed. But like that's what I saw is like I was looking at this. I was like doing these these hours, and I just noticed that like my teachers were like fucking miserable. It's like, wait, like you have all of the summer to enjoy, but like they never had the time to self-reflect. It's like, oh yeah, like it's just, I'm doing the same thing over and over. It's low-key kind of miserable. So I was like, oh shit, okay, I guess there goes my dreams of being a teacher, right? So yeah. But yeah, you have to really think about this, right? Like, because at least if you're a student, or even if you're a person who's full-time and you don't have a lot of time to self-reflect, like try to really prioritize all of this. Because God, like when you guys do have vacations in large chunks, that's like such a major asset. And you don't want to get sucked into this, right? Okay, that's about it for this one, guys. It's a little shorter of a video, but feel free to let me know if you guys happen to have any questions regarding college admissions, college consulting, career advising, or even just this in general, right? If you have questions about this that you feel like you need help on, you're like, oh shit, like I don't know what to do for the summer, right? Or I don't know how to like not waste my time and how to actually self-reflect, right? Like then just feel free to let me know. I'd be totally happy to help out, all right? Yeah, that's about it. Thanks, guys. See ya.
What are some of your go-tos on Instagram? I'll basketball and your highlights.
All relatable stuff, like all stuff you're doing on your daily basis. If you like cooking, you're gonna look at all cooking videos to try to get new recipes, to try to see what you could do better, you could do worse. So me personally, I look at a lot of music.
I've scared you.
I...